What is happening, Hardwood fans? I'm your online host, Nathan Takitch, and with me tonight inside the Convocation Center to break down the district championship game between the Athens Lady Bulldogs and the Jackson Ironladies is Nick Komjati. Now, Nick, we saw a great game, probably the game we expected between Athens and Jackson for the title, but in the end it was the Lady Bulldogs who won this one by a final of 45-44.
Now, they didn't have the lead until the very end of the game. They were down 8-4 after the first quarter, very slow on offense, and fell behind 11-4 at the very beginning of the second quarter. So they really fell in that 7-point hole. That was the greatest deficit of the game. But slowly but surely they chipped back. Once it got to the end of the game, Dominique Dosick was the hero yet again, hitting on 2 3-point plays, scoring on a drive that resulted in a layup, and also hitting plenty of her free throws at the very end of the game to seal the win for Athens.
Now, Nick, Dominique was the clutch player that we expected all throughout this one, but there was another Lady Bulldog who really stepped up in this game.
Emma Stanley, she was huge tonight on the boards and scoring. She had a double-double, and they knew that they needed to have a lot of production out of her with Lydia Poe underneath for the Jackson Ironladies. They knew that they needed to have Emma Stanley push back just a little bit, and she gave a lot more than Athens expected and really put it to the Ironladies throughout the whole game.
Well, the road to the Convo for the Lady Bulldogs ended here tonight. Their next game will be against Fairfield Union in Zanesville. Athens advancing to the regional semifinals, and that game against Fairfield Union is going to be a big one, a rematch against the team that knocked them out of the playoffs last season.
It's a big one, and it's a tough one, as Coach Horsley told us after the game. But they're not looking ahead to it just yet. They're going to celebrate this one. This was a huge win over the #1 seed in the Convo. So Wayne Horsley is really proud of his team and the production that they've had this season.
Well, you know, this team right now is now the winningest team in the history of Athens Girls High School basketball, 22 wins. You know, that speaks volumes for them. They've got tremendous character, tremendous heart, and, you know, the best thing about them is they love each other, and, you know, they're a real joy to be around every single day.
Well, Athens' next game against Fairfield Union will be next Tuesday, March the 5th at 8 p.m. at Zanesville High School. It's going to be a big game that you don't want to miss, so if you can't make it, make sure you give it a listen. Thanks a lot, Nick. Remember to check us out on the web at woub.org/heroes for all things TVC playoff basketball. And while you're on the web, you can give our social media pages some love. You can like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter at Hardwood Heroes to become a member of Hardwood Nation. And as always, remember to join host Graham Fugazi and the rest of our Hardwood Heroes crew on Sunday nights at 11 p.m. on WOUB. I know it's a little late at 11, but if you miss it, don't worry. Our show re-airs on Mondays at 6 p.m. just after Newswatch, also on WOUB. For Nick Komjati, I'm Nathan Takitch in the Convocation Center, reminding you to be heroic.